Steve, first of all, Salford on Saturday in there for your trophy. What's your thoughts going into this one?
Well, I think obviously as cup draws go, it's one of the more difficult ones we could have got. But you know, we've done really well in the league. Salford's priority will probably be the league as well, because they've invested so much money that they really want to be trying to get out of it first time if they can, and they've had a fantastic season. So yeah, I think it'll be one of those games where we'll both have a real go. But with I fully expect them to come right at us. The way they play sometimes, they've sometimes even played with 4 forwards and they bombard it a little bit, as in they push bodies forward and go for it, and they've scored lots of goals by doing that. So we're expecting a tough afternoon, but we've got to cause them problems the other way, which we've been looking to do, working on that this week.
After Salford went on such a long unbeaten run, is this game came in at an awkward time considering the loss last weekend?
Well, they'll want to bounce back. Like any team who loses, they'll want to bounce back. But we've been good away from home. We've played well in grounds, tight grounds with good pitches. So we've not got nothing to fear. We don't really fear anybody at the moment. We know there's a lot of good teams out there, but as long as we do our jobs and the lads play at their potential, I'm sure we'll give them a good game.
You're one of 3 National League teams to beat Salford this season. Is that the key? Just playing to the level you're capable of? Well,
they played very well against us early on, but once we realised that we can compete with these teams, second half I thought we were excellent against them. They'll have learned a lot from this season already. They'll have improved. I think we've improved. I think hopefully some of the mistakes and some of the decisions we made earlier in the season, the lads will have learned from. So hopefully we'll be 2 sides hopefully getting better. And as I said when I got interviewed after the game on Saturday, that we were looking for a better second half of the season, even though the first half's been very good. I think to get to where we need to be, we need to keep looking to improve.
And you say it's a tough draw. Is it one of the draws that you could turn it into a real positive should you get through?
Yeah, look, I mean, I've got to a trophy final 2 seasons ago. I got to a semi-final last season where we played a fair amount of very good National League sides. So if you're going to get to a final of any trophy, you've got to do a lot of hard work, and as I say, this is as hard a start as you could probably get.
Is that the target, to win this competition?
Well, yeah, I mean, I do hear people saying not really and things like that, but it's a chance to get to Wembley. Of course, it's everybody's it's everybody's ambition to play at Wembley, I would think, if you're a young footballer. So and it's a chance to do that. So obviously we'd be looking to win the competition. Everybody that's in it should be saying the same thing.
And as a manager, given how the past 2 seasons have gone, are you more determined than ever to go all the way this year?
Well, I mean, it would be, as I say, it would be some feat to reach the final 2 out of 3 years in a semi-final. So it's going to take an awful lot of doing. It's a little bit of it's a decent distraction from the league, because it was very important that we won that last league game. That we put the Bromley one to bed, and then obviously after Salford we've got another tough away game with a 3G pitch where we'll have a think about the personnel again. And but as I say, now it's down to Saturday, and the lads all look like they're dying to play.
Christmas spell in the next few weeks. We've got 6 games, 2 in the cup, 4 in the league. What are your thoughts on this time of year?
It's the toughest time of the year for a footballer. It's not a time of the year where the lads can celebrate the same as people in different jobs, and that's just the way it's been like that since I was 16. So I don't really know any different. It might be new to some of these lads. It might be new to the lads that are playing full time for the first time, where in the 23s they usually get time off over Christmas. But this is the toughest time of the year. But looking at how they trained this week, and they had a break at the weekend, they had a good time, spent a bit of time together. But the 2 sessions that we've had since they came back have been as good as anything we've had all season. So they're certainly focused.
Do you prefer this time of year as a manager or as a player?
No, I enjoy it. I think it's a big part of English football. The Boxing Day games, the New Year's Day games. But as I say, I've never known nothing else really. I would suggest I could probably put my feet up a little bit more than the players could this Christmas, but not to a degree where we'll let any of us will lose focus. I think we're putting too much hard work this season to let anything get in the way of that now.
And once we're into the new year, the sort of transfer window and loan players, stuff like that, what's the situation regarding that at the moment?
There's a bit of negotiating to be done. I think there's a good chance that Luke might Luke might not be back with us the second half of next season, so that's something I need to address and need to maybe have a look at. I'm not sure yet, but he's done so well. I think they'll have good options for him. And Luke Molyneux's just had a sort of really good last sort of month, and we're going to chat with the guys upstairs and see if there's any way that we can afford to keep him. But as I say, they've done well for me, because I was told what my budget was, and I didn't think I'd be able to bring any more in, and they've actually allowed me to bring Luke in, but it's only till January, so I'm going to get the begging ball out and see if we can negotiate something where we can maybe, if he wants to stay in and it's right for Sunderland, it's certainly be somebody who's keep getting better for us.
So you're not overly concerned about the whole January situation?
Well, again, one thing this season has taught me is there's not a lot of point in worrying about things I can't control, and if I can't, if I don't control the purse strings, so if it's not to be and we can't do it, we'll have to move on, try and get somebody else. Or if we can't get anybody else, then we'll crack on with the lads we've got, who've done great. So as I say, I tend not to. I've done all my worrying in the summer.
And how's everyone looking going into Saturday?
John's just limped off with a hip injury there, but I think it was just a bang. Apart from that, we had 20, 22, 23 people training today, so everybody looks like they're dying to be involved.
And Greg Ollie back from suspension, he'll be a big boost.
Yeah, I mean, but Jack Hunter took his chance well on Saturday, and it's you come off the back of a clean sheet in a 2-0 win against a team who's been almost a bit of a bogey to you. We know that we've got good options in that department as well now. Greg's been fantastic all season, probably one of the best players in the league. But as I say, we've got a great result without him on Saturday, so we'll have a chat with the coaches and see what we think the best way is to beat Salford.